Hello everyone, this is Peter Tusick, Brand Ambassador of Blindness Products for Humanware, and I'm coming at you with the second part of our snapshot tutorial videos on the new KeyCalc on the BrailleNote Touch Plus, so our new calculator. In the first video, I showed you how to set your Braille code and also how to do some basic calculations, and we were working in Nemeth code. And now I want to talk about how we can work with fractions and also how we are able to look at what's doable from the scientific side of things in our new version of KeyCalc. I'm in a blank calculator field where I left off. And remember, I'm in Nemeth code. If I want to type in a calculation, I can simply type something like 3 plus 3. When I press enter, I will get my result.
3 plus 3 equals 6.
And that is in Nemeth code. Now, by default, this is set to display your results as decimals. So if I type 3.4 plus 3.4, it would show me 6.8. If I want to work with fractions, what I need to do is I need to change my results to be displayed as fractions so that I can enter fractions and they will be displayed properly. When I want to do that, I press enter with the letter G to change my rendering result. And again, this command is in the context menu. If I press space with M, I will come down and there is an option here. So
context menu, clear, space with dots 3, 5, 6.
If I press the letter S, I will see
show results as fractions or decimals, fractions, enter with G.
And right now it's saying fractions, and that's what it's set to, enter with G. I can change that, so I was in fractions. But if I press enter with G, I will change between fractions and decimals. So again, when I want to change, enter with G. If I just press enter on this here, it will now change it to decimals.
Edit box, end of field. End of field. KeyCalc. Show results as decimals.
So now we're set to show results as decimals. Whereas if I press enter with G again, I will show results as fractions.
3 plus 3 equals 6. Show results as fractions.
Right. So I can toggle. Now I'm going to clear, so space with dots 3, 5, 6, which we did see in the previous video as well. Let's clear this result.
Cleared.
And I'm going to type in a fraction. So let's do 1/3 plus 1/3. So again, I am set to show my results as fractions. I pressed enter with G. It says show results as fractions. I type in 1/3 plus
dots 3, 4, 5, 6 dots 3, 4, 6 deleted.
All right. So 1/3 plus 1/3. And when I press enter, again, the speech is going to say divided by, and this has to do with the text-to-speech engine, but what will be shown in Braille is going to be 2/3, accurately shown in Braille. So when I press enter, you're going to hear 1 divided by 3 plus 1 divided by 3, because it's reading that. It doesn't know, the speech engine does not know the Braille math code in terms of being able to iterate that properly.
1 divided by 3 plus 1 divided by 3 equals left parenthesis 2 divided by 3 right parenthesis.
Now again, it's reading that sort of math speak side of things. It's not reading the open frac, closed frac side, but it's reading what the LaTeX is seeing. What I get on my Braille display is an accurate fraction. It's showing 2/3 as my result. So we can work with fractions. We can also work with decimals. So if I wanted to do it, to get results as decimals, if I press enter with G.
1 divided by 3 plus 1 divided by 3 equals 0.66666667.
Now again, this
show results as decimal.
Right. This would be kind of your 0.3 plus 0.3 here. So you're getting that as decimals. You can change what you want your result to be. I'm going to clear this by pressing space with dots 3, 5, 6.
Cleared.
And we're still working in decimals, so if I type in 6.2 plus 6.3, now my result will not be in fractions, it will be in decimals.
6.2 plus 6.3 equals 12.5.
Right. So again, we can work with either or. I'm going to clear this result.
Cleared.
And talk about the scientific functionality. Many have been requesting, the ability to do things like cubed roots, which we can certainly do. We just need to Braille them in Nemeth code. So if I wanted to get the cubed root of 8, for instance, I would Braille that in proper Nemeth. So 1, 2, 6, number 3, 3, 4, 5, number 8, and then my termination sign, which is a 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. And now I've typed in the cubed root of 8. and this answer should be 2. Again, the speech is going to say this a little differently because it doesn't know this sort of math translation in terms of how it will voice this. But when I press enter,
square root of power 3, 8 equals 2.
Right? It's the square root of the third power of 8 here. This is the cube root of 8, and it equals 2. So your Braille is giving you that proper answer. Again, your speech might be different depending on the text-to-speech engine you are using, but you will get this result. I'm going to clear this.
Cleared.
Now, you might be saying, well, what is doable, right? What is possible in terms of the calculator? What can I do from a scientific standpoint? To see everything that's possible, we can look at the symbol selector. What symbols can we insert? And we will see all that is doable. So let's just say that I don't remember how, but I want to write the, let's say I want to get 2 pi, right? 2 pi. So again, I'm going to type the number 2 in Nemeth. And to get into my symbol selector, I'm going to press backspace with dots 3, 5. So backspace with dots 3, 5.
Symbols list. Nemeth symbols table list.
And now this will bring up all of the possible calculations or all the possible symbols I can use here in KeyCalc. We have the same thing in KeyMath that is meant for showing our work. This is meant for actually performing those calculations. So again, pi is a Greek symbol. These are all in categories. If I come down,
Numbers, operations, mathematical Greek symbols.
All right, I'm just pressing my next thumb key to come down. You could press G to jump down to Greek symbols. I'm going to press enter.
Pi.
And we see that pi is 46p, right? So I could Braille it. But if I just press enter, it will insert this into my calculator field.
Edit box. End of field.
And now I have
End of field.
If I press enter,
KeyCalc.
I'm going to get the answer.
2 pi equals 6.28318531.
And so on. So again, we are able to work with scientific functions. Let's just try one more here.
Cleared.
Let's say I want to do the cosine of 7, right? So I type in, again, if I don't know the cosine symbol, I can come into my symbol selector.
Symbols list. Nemeth symbols table list.
Now, here I can find my various functions and again, categorized.
Numbers. Operations, mathematical Greek symbols, fractions, trigonometric functions.
So here's our trig functions and so on.
Punctuation. Line of dashes, trigonometric functions.
Functions.
Sine.
Here's sine.
Cosine.
Here's cosine. So COS and then our right parentheses. I'm going to press enter.
Edit box. End of
And
field.
it inputs the
End of
cosine
field.
symbol, and I'm going to type
KeyCalc.
7 and press enter. So again, cosine of 7.
Cosine of left parenthesis 7 right parenthesis equals 0.75390225.
And so on, right? So, and I can get the results as, by pressing enter once I enter a symbol in. So you can kind of get a sense of where this goes from a scientific
Notification.
standpoint.
Preparing 3P.
We have a notification popping up about something being prepared on the cloud. But this is, again, the second piece. So we're very excited to be able to bring forward a full scientific calculator that works with Nemeth code as well as UEB math, and in addition to other codes, which I demonstrated in the previous video. Thank you, everybody, and I hope this has been helpful.